And Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's India visit is in fresh controversy. Canadian media has posted pictures that show a Sikh separatist attending official state dinner reception with the Canadian Prime Minister's family in Mumbai. The Sikh separatist Jaspal Atwal was convicted of attempting the murder of former Punjab Minister and Akali leader Malkiyat Singh Sidhu. Atwal had shot at Sindhu when he was visiting his family at Vancouver in 1987. Atwal was at that time a member of the banned International Sikh Youth Federation. Pictures posted in Canadian media showed Atwal posing next to Trudeau's wife Sophie. Canada's Infrastructure Minister Amarjeet Sohi and Brampton South MP Sonia Sidhu have also been photographed with the former Sikh terrorist. Atwal has been active in the Liberal Party in British Columbia and is close to many Sikh politicians there. Also shown is a copy of the official dinner invitation to Atwal from the Canadian High Commissioner to India, Nadir Patel. Reports now say that having realized the mistake, the Canadian High Commission has now withdrawn the invitation. This comes at a time when the Trudeau visit is already in controversy amid reports of a rather cold reception he has got and criticism back home of his sightseeing tours on Wednesday. Punjab Chief Minister Amarinder Singh told the Canadian leader to guard against Sikh separatists. And to add more perspective to this story, I'm joined in by our senior correspondent, Ramesh Ramachandran online. Ramesh, Trudeau, who's in India on a week-long visit, has been under pressure throughout his tour to answer India's concerns about Sikh separatism in Canada. How do you see this move on part of Canada?
Well, Akanksha, this is the latest in a series of controversy that have dogged Justin Trudeau's week-long visit to India, the first by a Canadian Prime Minister in several years. But that said, Jaspal Atwal is no stranger to Indian agencies who have been tracking his whereabouts and antecedents for many, many decades now. But that said, Jaspal Atwal was a one-time member of the now banned International Sikh Youth Federation, and as you correctly mentioned, was involved in an incident which was of criminal conviction for shooting a visiting Punjabi cabinet minister in Canada in '86. But that said, we're given to understand that the invitation now stands withdrawn. He was invited to the evening dinner to be hosted by the Canadian High Commissioner here in New Delhi, and that invitation since stands withdrawn.
Right, Ramesh. So do we look at this move of them withdrawing the invitation as a more positive, move in terms of, breaking the ice between India and Canada?
Well, in a sense, the Canadian High Commission wants to cut its losses, especially given the fact that this dinner would have been hosted on the eve of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's bilateral talks with Prime Minister Narendra Modi of India here in New Delhi tomorrow. So this withdrawal of the invitation should be seen in that context. Canada wants to avoid any further controversy on this subject, especially at a time when the Canadian media has been asking uncomfortable questions of Justin Trudeau, of his reluctance to call out Sikh radicalism within his cabinet. That said, Akanksha, there's one too many minister in Justin Trudeau's cabinet with suspect credentials, including, as you mentioned, Amarjeet Sohi, who was arrested here in India many decades ago in connection with anti-terrorism activities. So this is not the latest or the first instance of a controversy breaking out on Khalistani or alleged Khalistani links, and this might not be the last going forward as well.
Right, Ramesh. Thank you so much for adding perspective to this latest story coming in.